It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jet sweep to start the drive. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3-and-out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept them short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Singletary to get the drive started to the 43, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. Touchdown! Devin Singletary, 29 yards. And the Bills will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he's got room. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 22. 48 yards rushing for him now. And he's only carried the ball 4 times. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Handoff up the middle. Hunt. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Well, Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To the air, Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. And the slot man goes in motion left. They run again with Hunt. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns have moved out in front. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
From the 27, Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Allen now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, complete downfield to Davis. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up. But they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First down, here's the run with Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say that this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn the pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Second and 2. They run it again with Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills have regained the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. 84 yards on the ground now for Hunt. It'll be a first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll give to Hunt here on the option. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll run again with Hunt. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Watson.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Bills are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going into halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
A carry here for Hunt. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half.
York able to send this one through.
And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
On 1st down, Allen. Flush to his right. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throwing on 1st down is Allen.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They run here with Singletary. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Allen taking it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Josh Allen scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Bass on for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. On 1st and 10, Watson. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run with Hunt. 101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Hunt. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They run with Hunt. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Will find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hunt. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Handoff up the middle. Hunt. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
They run for it with Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. So they only needed a couple of feet there on fourth down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? Fourth and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Hunt going to run for it. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Boy, a potential game changer there here in the fourth quarter to kick that out of bounds. And now they get great field position at the 40 in a tie ball game. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Cook up the gut. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Allen buying time to his left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they're down to the 29-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Cook again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Allen going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Hunt will try going up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll try and run for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, being able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9, Allen swinging this out wide here for Cook. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bills have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he returns this to the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Allen to throw. And Diggs has it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The end result, 21 yards. Nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Watson. Out to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve from posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.